When you've spent 16 years building your name, your legacy, your artistry, you don't walk away from a contract lightly. And that's why this hits different. On February 24, reports from The Fact revealed something no Shawwal expected to read this year. Taemin, yes, our Taemin, has terminated his exclusive contract with Big Planet Made Entertainment. Not because the contract expired, not because he wanted a new sound, but because of violations. Let that sink in. He had time left on his contract. Time. And still, he strongly requested termination from CEO Cha Ga-won. And after about 1 year and 10 months, the partnership ended. Quietly. Officially. By mutual agreement. But if you've been in K-pop long enough, you know when companies say mutual agreement, there's always a deeper story. According to insiders, Cha Ga-won was in a position where she had little choice but to accept Taemin's request. That alone tells you everything about the power shift happening behind the scenes. Let's rewind. Taemin debuted under SM Entertainment and stayed there for 16 years. 16. That's not just a contract, that's a lifetime in K-pop. He grew up there, he evolved there, he became the Taemin we know there. Then, in March 2024, after his contract with SM ended, he made a bold move. He signed with Big Planet Made Entertainment. It felt like a fresh chapter, a new era, independence, creative control, growth. Fans trusted the decision because Taemin isn't reckless. He calculates, he thinks, he moves strategically. But behind the scenes, settlement payments were reportedly delayed. Not just small administrative delays, we're talking serious financial issues, tens of billions of won reportedly unpaid to artists, including Taemin. Tens of billions. And it gets worse. There are reports that CEO Cha Ga-won signed a contract with an external company without Taemin's consent. Without his consent. In an industry where artists fight for years to gain autonomy, that's not a mistake, that's a breach of trust. And for someone like Taemin, who has built his career meticulously, who is known for precision and control over his artistry, crossing that line isn't minor, it's fundamental. Now, zoom out. In December 2023, Cha Da-won founded 100 together with MC Mong. Big Planet Made became a subsidiary. Multiple labels, multiple restructurings, complex financial layers. But here's the business reality. Reports say these companies, including Big Planet Made and INB100, are in a state of capital impairment. Unpaid artist settlements, unpaid debts to external partners exceeding 10 billion won. That's not a small hiccup, that's structural instability. And Taemin saw it. You have to understand, this isn't just about money, this is about operational trust. If a company cannot meet settlement obligations, cannot maintain financial transparency, and cannot secure artist consent on contracts, what does that mean for future comebacks, for tours, for global promotions, for legacy? Taemin has spent over a decade building one of the most respected solo careers in K-pop. He's not just a member of SHINee, he's a brand, a performance icon, a global name, and brands don't stay in unstable environments. What's interesting is how clean this exit appears publicly. Big Planet Made told The Fact that the contract ended by mutual agreement and declined to elaborate. No lawsuits, no explosive press conference, no emotional Instagram posts, just a door closing. But the silence is loud. And here's where this becomes bigger than one artist. Reports say the settlement delays affect not only Taemin, but also artists like Lee Sung-gi, as well as the boys under 100. When financial instability touches multiple artists, it becomes an industry issue, not an isolated conflict. So what does this mean? First, Taemin chose protection over patience. Second, he chose control over comfort. And third, he reminded everyone that senior idols today are not powerless. They understand contracts, they understand leverage, they understand value. This isn't rookie Taemin. This is a veteran who survived 16 years at SM, military service, global tours, solo domination, group success, and constant reinvention. You don't survive that long without learning how to read the room. As a fan, it hurts to see instability around him, but at the same time, there's something empowering about this move. He didn't wait for things to collapse. He moved first, strategically, cleanly. And now the question isn't, why did he leave? The real question is, what's next? Will he sign with a new label, create his own, return somewhere familiar, build something entirely independent? If there's one thing Taemin has always done, it's transformed uncertainty into artistry. He turned being the youngest member into a strength. He turned vulnerability into stage power. He turned risk into evolution. So if this chapter closes under controversy, I have no doubt the next chapter will open under spotlight. And maybe, just maybe, this is the beginning of Taemin 3.0, a version that owns everything: music, contracts, decisions. Because if there's one lesson here, it's that even legends walk away when the foundation cracks. And Taemin, he doesn't build his empire on unstable ground. We're watching history again, and whatever comes next, we'll be here. Always. And as shocking as this chapter feels, one thing has never changed. Taemin has always risen from uncertainty stronger than before. 16 years in the industry, countless reinventions, endless stages. He has never been just an idol following the system. He's an artist who understands timing, power, and legacy. And if he chose to walk away, then trust me, he saw something we didn't. This isn't the end of Taemin's story. It's a strategic reset. And if history has taught us anything, it's that whenever Taemin disappears quietly, he comes back louder, sharper, and untouchable. So whatever company logo stands behind him next, whatever stage he steps on next, we will be there. Because real support isn't about contracts, it's about trust. Let me know in the comments what you think about this situation. Do you believe this was the right move? And where do you want to see Taemin go next? If you want honest updates, deep dives, and documentaries that feel like a movie, you're in the right place. This is Dieback Daily, and we're just getting started.